Hi, this is Billy here. I just wanted to give a big thank you to everyone who supported the Colours Cayman campaign last week and signed the pledge and submitted it by email or by hand. And we have a lot of more supporters that are pouring in as well. People have reached out to me in private and by email, by phone, and the response has been pretty overwhelming, so that's impressive. Big thanks to all of you guys out there who are supporting the cause. And I'll be sending out more pledges soon by email. I'm going around in town getting more signatures as well. So just stay tuned. A lot more happening and a lot more in the works. And also, I wanted to touch on the recent tragedy in Orlando, the mass shooting that occurred at that nightclub. The details are still kind of pouring in, of course, but I think it's safe to say now that the shooter was definitely targeting the LGBT community. And from what I remember hearing, it's the biggest mass shooting the U.S. has ever seen. So that's pretty significant. And it says a lot about, the dangerous attitudes people have towards people, LGBT people. And as much as I think, saying our thoughts and prayers are with the families and the victims, I think we owe them more than that. Honestly, thoughts and prayers won't get us anywhere. I appreciate the sentiment, I do, and I share that sentiment, but we need to do more than that. I think probably the easiest thing to do, one of the best things we can do, is to start a dialogue, get people talking about what's going on. Sure, that's in the U.S., it's a separate nation, a separate country, not that far removed from Cayman, but I'm sure for many hits close to home. There have been many crimes that have been committed in the Cayman Islands that have been, what would be called hate crimes in the U.S. because they're definitely targeting LGBT people, but they go unreported, or the association is not made because, well, that's not how we do things there. So, yeah, it's kind of an eye-opener for not just the U.S., not just people, not just the people living in Florida, but of course, Cayman as well. We have very close ties to the U.S., and I think we can do our part to show our support for them, the families, and the victims, by doing what we can to ensure that kind of thing doesn't happen, at least here, especially anywhere else. So, again, I encourage you to start a dialogue, talk to people about what's going on. There's this prevailing attitude in Cayman that we just need to keep hush-hush about LGBT anything, and it just needs to stop. It's harmful. It doesn't help anybody, and, well, yeah, it's time we change things. I think you agree. So that's my 2 cents on that topic. Also, lastly, I want to give a big apologize sincerely to all the organizers and attendants and speakers of the Queering Paradigms conference last week that I missed. And I'll spare you the gory details as to why I missed it. But I was definitely all gung-ho about being part of that. I had my speech ready and everything. I couldn't make it. That's the long and short of it, I guess. And I'm very disappointed in myself about that. Very disappointed I was not able to say my piece, I guess, and to be part of that whole thing. Well, still, I'm continually giving more opportunities to get public exposure and to spread the message, so I appreciate that. And also a big thank you to Cayman 27 and Cayman Compass, who just kind of stepped in last week to get some press surrounding the campaign and all the pledges that we were distributing. Cayman Compass especially was a big help in getting that whole thing going. Just wanted to put that out there. And I'm just kind of waiting for the article to surface so we can share that and talk about it a little more. But in the meantime, yeah, I just thought it was fitting to do a little video to get you all up to speed on where I am and I guess what I've been up to. I haven't talked that much about that stuff, but that'll come later, I promise. Anyway, again, a big thank you to all our supporters, all our signatories, and the businesses who have signed the pledge. That's what I mean by signatories, of course. There's more to come, so watch this space. Thanks, and have a great week.